We've all been there, right? You're deep into a huge research project and then, bam, you hit a wall. All of a sudden, turning those amazing ideas and all that hard work into a final paper just feels impossible. Well, today we're going to talk about how to smash right through that wall by unlocking a powerful relationship you might be overlooking.
Let's just kick things off with a question that probably hits pretty close to home.
Have you ever been in that spot, staring at a blank screen, trying to write a summary or an analysis, but you're just completely stuck? It's a super common feeling, but it definitely doesn't have to be where you stay. Let's give this thing a name, shall we? We're calling it the Great Writing Wall. It's that giant, scary barrier that stands between you and your finished project. It's built brick by brick from the challenge of just trying to formulate your thoughts, organize your ideas, and figure out where on earth to even start.
So let's really break this obstacle down. When you're trying to wrangle a mountain of research for a big project and you have limited guidance, it can honestly feel like you're trying to navigate this huge, uncharted territory all by yourself.
But here's the big secret, the crucial insight. You are not alone on this journey. Not at all. There is an experienced guide available whose whole job is to help you figure out these exact kinds of challenges. We're talking about your chair or your mentor. And it is so important to reframe how you think about this person. They aren't just an evaluator waiting for you at the finish line with a red pen. Nope. They are your guide, your ally, whose job is to help you get over these hurdles. And this comparison just lays it all out, doesn't it? Look at the two paths you can take. With limited guidance, the process is described as challenging and, let's be honest, long. But with proper mentoring, that same process becomes a motivated writing process. I mean, the difference is night and day. This quote really hits the nail on the head. Proper mentoring, however, can motivate your writing process if done well. The key phrase there, the part you really got to grab onto, is if done well, which of course begs the question, how do you make sure it's actually done well? Well, the answer is all about the power of communication. And here's the cool part. You, the student, are the one holding the key to unlocking this mentorship. It's not something you just sit back and wait for. It's something you have to kickstart. Your mentor is an incredible resource, but hey, they're not a mind reader. They can't help you with a problem they don't even know you have. So here's the bottom line. The solution is ongoing communication. I'm not talking about a single panicked email a week before the deadline. We've all sent one of those. I mean a consistent, open line of dialogue. Think of it less like a formal report and more like a running conversation about your work. Sharing small updates, quick questions, and little wins along the way. But communication can feel a little fuzzy, right? So let's make it really concrete. Your mentor can't help if they're in the dark, so you need to share 3 crucial things. First up, your ideas. Yeah, even the half-baked ones. Maybe you just saw a new connection between 2 articles. Share it. Second, your research results as they come in. Don't wait until you have a perfect chapter written. Send them a key finding or an interesting piece of data. And third, and this might be the most important one of all, share your questions. Admitting you're stuck isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're engaged, and it gives your mentor the perfect opening to step in and guide you. Okay, so we get the theory. Now let's get practical. Let's make it real. Here is your mission for this week, a totally actionable plan to turn these concepts into actual progress. All right, here's a checklist you can start using right now. And hey, notice how the first 2 items are exactly what we were just talking about. Build the relationship by sharing stuff. Use the tools you've got, like class discussion boards, to get that conversation started. All of this communication isn't some extra task. It's the fuel that drives real progress on your draft and keeps you on track with your term plan. You see, it all connects. So when you put all this together, when you really actively engage with your mentor, you completely transform the whole dynamic of your project. You actually shift from being stuck at that wall to making real, tangible progress toward your goal. This is the journey we're talking about, from start to finish. You go from facing that huge, imposing, great writing wall, feeling blocked and alone, to having a genuine breakthrough. By opening that line of communication, you've basically just built a door right through the wall. And ultimately, this is why it all matters so much. This whole process, this whole relationship, it's all designed to help you be successful in reaching that goal, producing a final, polished, written project that you can be incredibly proud of. And your mentor, they're your partner in that success. So we'll leave you with this challenge. Don't just think about this. Do it. What's the one idea, the one result, or the one question you are going to share with your mentor to get this conversation started and to start breaking down that wall.